Welcome to PSM. I'm your tutor Sumant PF. Today we are going to learn arithmetic progression exercise 5.3 for the NCERT and exercise 1.3 for the KSEEB. Topic name is sum of the first n terms of an AP. In this we are going to learn next two problems, question number 11 and question number 12. So let us solve one by one. But most importantly, give more concentration on the question number 11. Coming to the question number 11, here the question number 11 says that if the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square, what is the first term? That is S1. What is the sum of first two terms? What is second term? Similarly, find the third, the 10th and the nth terms. So here what they have given actually, they have given something over here, that is the equation 4n minus n square. Yes, but what is this 4n minus n square? That is most important. If you understood what it is 4n minus n square, then we can solve the next part. So here they have given starting if the sum of the first n terms, means this is the sum of the first n terms, means it is an or sn, sum of the first n terms. So here it is nothing but they have not mentioned over here nth. Okay, I have told if they have mentioned nth, th, if they have mentioned, it will be an, but here it is a sn, remember. So sn thing they have given, it is similar to the yesterday's video that they have given an is equals to some equation for you, but coming to today's class, that question number 11, they have not given an, instead of an they have given sn. Okay, coming next. So what is the first term they are asking? The first term is they have given, first means a1 you have to find. One question I have, that is you may think also, here they have given s1. Yes, in the question they have given s1. Why have taken here a1? Remember in AP, if I will give one AP for you, okay, I will write down 3, 7, 11 or so on, I will ask you to find. And now I want to ask what is the sum of the first term? What is the sum of the first term? The sum of the first term over here is the first term only, that is 3 only, because only one term I have to add, and this 3 is nothing but what? A1 also, means that S1 and A1 will be equal only, but not in case of S2. In S2 means what? We have to add first two terms, that is 3 plus 7. It is nothing but what? A1 plus A2. Understood? So only one case it will be equal, that is nothing but the first term, because S1 and A1 both are equal, because the first term only we have to consider. So if it is S3, what I have to do? I have to add 3, that is 3 plus 7 plus 11. 3 terms I have to add. It is nothing but A1 plus A2 plus A3. Like this way 3 terms I have to add. So only one case it will be equal. Remember this, because while solving this problem we want this S1, S2, S3, that is nothing but A1. S2 is nothing but A1 plus A2. S3 is nothing but A1 plus A2 plus A3. This you have to understand. And also they have told you to find 10th term. Understood? They have asked you to find the 10th term. So you have to find the 10th term, that is A10 we have to find. How to find? That is a question for you, but it is easy. How we will find the A10? For example, again one more I will take, that S3 example I will take. So S3 I have written that it is nothing but A1 plus A2 plus A3. But this can be written as, this S3 can be written as S2, means A1 plus A2 is nothing but what? S2, yes? A1 plus A2 is nothing but what? S2. S2 plus what? A3. Understood? So if you want to find S3, I can write down A1 plus A2 plus A3, or I can write down S3 is equals to S2 plus A3. Similarly, if you want to find S10, what you have to do is nothing but you have to write down S9, one previous sum, that is S10 means the previous sum will be S9, plus which term you have to write? See here, S3 means A3 you have to write. So S10 you have to find. So S9 plus A10. So now they have told you to find A10. So I will write down that A10 here only. This S10 also here only. But this S9 I will shift. So it will be minus S9, that is equals to A10. So A10 is nothing but sum of the first 10 terms minus sum of the first 9 terms. So this is the thing. Like this way we have to find a10. If one more question is given, for example s, okay, here I will take one 21. If you want to find s21, what you have to do? It is nothing but s20 plus a21. Okay, so a21 you have to find. What we will do? It is nothing but s21 I have to write as it is. This s20 I have to shift, so it will be minus. If it is a51 we have to find, what you have to do? Or a56 you have to find, what you have to do? Nothing but s56 minus s55. Understood? So like this way if you found, we can find the term, which term they have told you to find. So this is the total introduction for the 11th question. Remember, if you understood this concept, then you can solve this problem very easily. Otherwise you need some time to solve this. Try this. Okay, so let us solve now. So let us solve this problem. Here while solving, first we have to take Sn is equals to, because the sum of the first n terms are given, Sn is equals to 4n minus n square. And they have told you to find the first term, yes, S1 or A1, both are equal. So S1 is equals to A1, they have told you to find. So we have to find now. What you have to do? See, in S1 we have to find. So here in this equation, Sn we have, so we have to take as, put n is equals to what? 1. So S1 is equals to 4 into, what is the n value we have taken? 1. So 1 minus 1 square means n square is nothing but 1 square. 4 ones are 4 minus 1 square is 1. So what is the S1 value? Is nothing but 3. So see here, S1 value we found as 3. So here A1 value will become 3. So this is the first one we found. So next one they have told you to find what? What is the first term is finished? What is the sum of the first two terms? Sum of the first two terms they have given means S2 we have to find, and also they have told what is the second term means here again we have to find A2 also. See here S2 and A2 will not be equal. Only S1 and A1 will be equal. First term and sum of the first term will be equal, but sum of the second term and A2 second term will not be equal, remember. So now we have to find S2. So now while finding S2, what you have to do? The same thing what you have done over here. First case, let or put n is equals to what? 2 in this equation, that is Sn is equals to 4n minus n square. In that you have to put n is equals to 2. So S2 is equals to 4 into n value now turns into what? 2. 2 minus n square means 2 square. 4 2s are 8, 2 square is 4, 8 minus 4 is how much? 4. So S2 value we found as what? 4. Remember, I am writing that S2 value over here. Now next work is we have to find what? A2 value. A2 value how we will find? This is the thing we have to understand now. So concentrate more now. S2 we will take, that S2 value we know, no? Yes, S2 we will take. S2 is equals to what? Actual process. Sum of the first two terms. First term is A1, second term is what? A2. So only A1 plus A2. So S2 value we know, that is how much? 4 we got. Also we found the first term. What is the first term? S1. A1 is equals to 3. S1 and A1 will be equal. So A1 is equals to 3. The first term also we found that A1 is 3 plus A2. We have to write on A2 as it is. Now that 4 we will write on as it is. This 3 we will bring this side. It will be minus 3. That is equals to A2. 4 minus 3 is nothing but 1. So A2 value is how much? 1. So A2 value we found as what? 1. Remember, these are the two thing we found, that is S1 A1, that is both are equal, that we found. S2 and A2 also we found. S2 is 4 and A2 is 1. Remember this one. This formula is very important now. Coming to the next, that they have given similarly find A3, that is also the find the third term. We have to find the third term is A3 we have to find. Now very importantly, to find A3 we can't directly find A3, so we need S3 also, because if you know the S3 value, then only we can find A3, otherwise it will be difficult. So what is the S3 value? S3 value, when you are finding, we have to follow the same steps. For this same example you have to take, that is question equation, Sn is equals to 4n minus n square. In this now we have to put or substitute the n value as what? 3. Which term you are finding, that number you have to substitute. So S3 is equals to 4 into 3 minus n is 3. So 3 square is equals to S3 value. 4 3 is 12 minus 3 square is nothing but 9. So what is the sum? 12 minus 9 is nothing but what? 3. So S3 value is 3. Remember, S3 value found, you have not found the A2 value, because A3 value, they have told you to find A3, not S3. But to find the A3 we need S3. For that purpose we have taken here S3. Okay, so now how you will find A3? I have given previously the question, the formula, how you are going to find A3. A3 is nothing but what? S3 minus S2. Sum of the first three terms minus sum of the two terms. Okay, this is how it came. If you want to know, just you have to go back in this video only. Just you have to go back 5 minutes back, and you can check that how I got that A3 is equal to S3 minus S2. So S3 value is nothing but 3, and S2 value, see here. Here S2 value is 4. 3 minus 4, that is equals to what? Minus 1. So A3 value is nothing but what? Minus 1. This is the thing they have told you to find. So A3 value we got as minus 1. The question mark we will remove because we found already A3 value. So this is the thing how we can find the A3 value. So now next step is to find the 10th term. Coming to this next part, they have told you to find A10. Yes, you have to find now A10. How we are going to find the A10? A10, if you want to find, you need S10. Not only S10, you need one more thing, because A10 is nothing but S10 minus S9. Remember, this is the formula. So if you are finding A56, for example I am taking. So A56 is nothing but what? S56 minus S55. Understood? This formula you have to remember. If you are finding S66, what you have to do? S66 minus S65. So this one you have to remember. But they have not told you to find A66. They have told you to find only A10. So A10 is equal to S10 minus S9. Means you have to find S10 also, and you also find what? S9 also. So here two things are required. So S9 also required, and S10 also we have to find. These are the two things now we have to see how much it is. So first we will find for S10. So what is S10? So the formula we know, Sn is equals to 4n minus n square. Now what you have to do? What you have to put as n? N value you have to take as 10 now. So S10 is equals to 4 into 10 minus 10 square. 4 tens are 40 minus 10 square is 100. That is nothing but 60. But what 60? Minus 60. Remember, that is nothing but minus 60 is the S10 value. Now coming further, we have to find S9 also. We have to find S9. So S9 is equals to, so we have to put now n value as what? 9. So S9 is equals to same formula. S9 is equals to 4 into 9 minus 9 square. 4 9s are 36 minus 9 square is 81. What is that? Greatest number over here is 81. So having the negative symbol, so negative it is. What is that we have to do is 1 is plus, 1 is negative. In this thing 81 and 36 we have 81 minus 36 we have to find. So when you will calculate 86 minus 31, you are going to get the 45. Remember. So that is S9. Okay, next further is A10 we have to find. So we found S9 as a minus 45 and S10 as minus 60. We have to find now A10. How to find A10? Already I have written the formula. A10 is equals to S10 minus S9. So S10 is what over here? S10 is nothing but minus 60. S9 is how much? Minus 45. See, I have written in a bracket because here two negative symbols we have. So for that purpose, minus 60 minus to minus plus 45. So what is the A10 value? A10 value is nothing but biggest number is negative. So minus 60 minus 45 is 15. So A10 value is minus 15. Lastly, we have to find last one more thing. That is nothing but nth term. Very importantly, here now is the most trickiest part. We have to find the nth term, not Sn. Okay, Sn already given, so nth term we have to find. Now the final one that we have to find an. Here I have written a1 is equals to 3, a2 is equals to 1, a3 is equals to minus 1, a10 is equals to minus 15. Now we have to find the last one, an we have to find. So how to find an? Lots of confusion you will have now. Actually you are not going to have any confusion because an to find is very easy. That is nothing but the formula method. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So now here you see an you have to find. Here we know the a value. What is the a value? A value is the first term, and here we have already found the first term. The first term is over here is 3. Next one we have to find n value, but they have not mentioned the n value because they have told you to find the nth term, means they have not given n. So this last final answer will be in terms of what? N only. So there is no need to find the n value because they have not given which n it is. So next one we have to find the d value. D value how to find? D value is very easy to find. D is nothing but what? D is nothing but a2 minus a1. So what is the a2 value? Here only we know 1 it is. 1 minus a1 is 3. So what is the d value? Greatest number is negative symbol. So d value is nothing but minus 2. Substitute all this in this formula. A value is 3 plus n value we don't know, n minus 1. D value is again minus 2. So 3 plus this minus 2 have to multiply for both this n also and minus 1 also. So minus, I will write in a bracket because outside we have positive. So minus into plus, minus 2 into n is 2n. Then minus into minus plus 2 ones are 2. So now finally we have to write down 3 plus or plus into minus minus 2n plus into plus plus 2. So final an value is nothing but 2 plus 3. See here 3 plus 2 we have, that is equal to 5 minus 2n. So an value we found as 5 minus 2n. It will be in terms of n only, and again don't calculate it. 5 minus 2n you don't write as a 3n or 3 because you have 5 over here, here we have 2. We can't do that. We can't calculate because these are not like terms. These are unlike terms because one is a pure number and one more is the having the n value, that is n we have. So variable we have. So it will not be a calculation part. We can't simplify this further. Understood? So an you have to keep it as 5 minus 2n only. And what they have told you to find a1, that we found. They have told you to find a3. See here a1 afterwards, second term also we found. And then they have told you to find a3, then a10 they have told you to find, and then lastly they have told you to find an also. We found all these terms. So this is the answer. If you have any difficulty, just go once again and glance it and solve this. And it is very important because if you know this much, you can solve this. Otherwise, it will be little bit difficult for you. Coming to the question number 12. Find the sum of first 40 positive integer divisible by 6. The question over here is direct. What is the question? The sum of 40 positive integer means here you have to find 40 positive integer, not negative. So here they have not mentioned for 40 th, means what is that? Sum of 40, the first 40 positive integer means s40 we have to find. If they have given 40th, okay, like this way if they have given, it will turns into an. Remember that I have telling this several times. Very important. If you will take instead of a and sn, if you are written an over here, that a40 over here, it is completely wrong. Okay, so s40 positive integer divisible by 6. Which are the number which will be completely divisible by 6? Positive they are talking, not negative. Positive integer, which is the first digit or number will divisible by 6. So whether the 1 is divisible by 6, no. 2 will not divisible by 6, 3 will not divisible by 6. You can tell that 3 1s are 3 2s are, but it is not complete because 1 and half it is. 1 by 2, so we can't do that. The next 4 by 6, it is not completely divisible. 5 by 6 also not completely divisible. 6 by 6, whether it is a completely divisible, yes, 6 ones are 6 ones are. So which is the first digit divisible by 6 is nothing but 6. Okay, so like this way, this is S40 we have to find. So first term of an AP is nothing but here 6, which is the next divisible by 6. Which number is divisible by 6? 7 will not divisible by 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 also will not divisible by 6. But which number will be divisible by 6? That is 12. Next it will be 18. Next will be 24. So on. Here like this way there are 40 terms. Okay, there are 40 terms. I can't write down all the 40 terms, and they are telling that you have to find a sum of this. And one thing remember, divisible by 6 is nothing but 6 table you have to write. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, like so it will continue. If they have given the question as positive integer divisible by 10 they have given over, if instead of 6 if they have given 10, what is the AP will be? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Understood? Like this way you have to understand. Now it is easy because S40 how to find sum of the first 40 positive integer divisible by 6. So we will write down the formula. Sn is equals to, here you see we don't know the last term, so Sn is equals to what you will do? Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into the formula. So what we have over here, that we will write it down. What we have, the n value we need. What is the n value? N value actually they have already given. They have told you to find the first 40 positive integer divisible by 6, means n is equals to 40. Next what they have given? A value also we found already, that is the AP is 6, 12, 18, 24. The A is 6, so the first term. Okay, this is AP. Okay, so next one we want here, A is finished, N is finished, N is finished, D we want. So D is equals to what? A2 minus A1. A2 value is nothing but here 12. 12 minus 6 is equals to 6. So D value also we found. So that we will substitute in this formula. S40 we have to find n value 40 by 2 into 2 into A value here we have that 6, that will substitute, plus n value is 40 minus 1 into D value is nothing but 6. So 2 1s are 2, 2s are 4, and 0, 20 we have. 2 6s are 12, plus 40 minus 1 is 39 into 6. Lastly we have to write down here 12 as it is, BODMAS rule. Then we have to multiply here 39 with the 6. So 6 ones are table, you know, you multiply that, 6 9s are 54, 5 will remain, carry you can take, 6 3s are 18, 18 plus 5 is 23. The next step is 20 into 12 plus 234 is nothing but 246. Okay, I will write down here now. This is S40 actually. The final only one calculation we have, S40 is equals to, that is nothing but 20 into 246 we have to calculate. And now again several members will take that, 6 you will take and multiply with 20, 4 you will take, you will multiply with 20, and 2 again you will multiply with the 20. If you will do like that way, it will take more time. Yes, go directly with the 21s. If you don't know 21s, at the end of the 20 we have 0. Yes, here that 0 we can write down lastly. 0 once we will write, and 2 ones are table, you know that 2 ones are multiply for this 246. 2 6 are 12, carry 1, 2 4 are 8 plus 1 9, 2 2 are 4. So S40, sum of first 40 terms, 40 positive integers divisible by 6 is nothing but what? 4920. Lastly, how to write down that final answer? Sum of 40, you can write down first 40. Okay, first 40 positive integer divisible by 6 is 4920. That is your final answer. It is a easy part. See, remember, like this way question again they will ask for a 2 marks question, but here they will ask as divisible by 6. They may change into divisible by 4 or divisible by 8, 7, like this way they may ask. But the same method I have to follow. How much sum we have to find, that is important. If 40 positive integers they have given, but in the other cases it may be given as 20 or 10, like this way. Solve like this way only. Understand the procedure and how to solve that. Okay, coming to the end, very important part, that is question for your work at home. These are the two questions you have to solve as work at home. That is the first one, solve exercise 5.3 11th question. Once again remember that 11th question is not tough but lengthy it is, because several things they have told you to find, nearly 5 to 6 things they have told you to find, so it looks like a lengthy but it is a easy part. Then coming to the second, find the sum of the first 36 positive integers divisible by 9. It is similar to the 12th question. Solve that and it is very easy. So this much is for today's video. Please support my channel Perfect Solution for Maths. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Till then, take care.